Inmates living on death row in the U.S. wait an average of 22 years for their fate, it has been revealed, while living in tiny cells. Around 2,500 people sit in jail knowing they are destined to die at any one time. More than 300 of those are incarcerated in Florida, where executions are carried out by a member of the public who is paid $150. But what is life like on death row? Convicts in the Sunshine State are housed in 6 FT by 9 FTX 9.5 feet high solitary cells and are served meals 3 times a day. They are allowed to eat at 5 a.m., 11 a.m., and 4:30 p.m., with the food taken from a heated cart and given to them on a tray. A plastic spork, a cross between a spoon and a fork, is supplied to eat with. Every hour a guard peers into their cell. When they leave it, they are always escorted and put in handcuffs. These are taken off only when they are allowed to shower every other day or to visit an exercise area. Inmates can receive mail every day except holidays and weekends. They may have snacks, radios, and 13-inch televisions in their cells which broadcast a local TV channel. Religious services from inside the prison are also broadcast. There is no air conditioning. Strictly controlled visitors and phone calls are permitted. They are made to wear orange T-shirts so they can be distinguished from other prisoners, but wear the same blue trousers. The average age death row inmates are sentenced to die is 27. It normally takes 22 years, at a cost of $24 million to keep them locked up, before the execution actually takes place. When the appeals process finally ends, the state governor can sign a death warrant. In federal cases, the president must do it. Inmates are then moved to death watch cells, which are slightly bigger. Their radios and televisions are now positioned outside their cell bars. They can request a last meal, but to avoid extravagance, it can't cost more than $1.40, £28, and must be purchased locally. The inmates will already have chosen how they want to die. The options in Florida are the electric chair, which is designed to fry the brain instantly, or a lethal injection to stop the heart. Next, the process is then explained to them. They will be allowed to shower and offered mild drugs to relax them. They are then led into the execution chamber, where all the prison staff involved will already have been given a drug and alcohol test. A landline, already connected and open straight to the governor's office, as well as an emergency mobile phone, will be in the room. This is in case of a last-minute reprieve. Up to 32 people are allowed to be present, including family members, press, their victims' relatives, health staff, and prison officials. They will then be escorted to the chair, restrained and heart monitors stuck to their chests. A literal last-minute call is then made to the state governor to see if there is to be a reprieve. If not, the prisoner will then be asked if they have any final words. They will then die, and their body is taken away for autopsy. The last person to be executed in Florida was Gary Ray Bowles, a serial killer who pretended to be a prostitute. He strangled his 6 male clients for their cash and credit cards. His last meal was 3 cheeseburgers, French fries, and bacon. In his last words, he apologized for all the pain and suffering he had caused. And he told his parents, "Having to deal with your son being called a monster is terrible. I'm so very sorry. I never wanted this to be my life. You don't wake up one day and decide to become a serial killer."